and the St. Louis Sports Commission and the City of St. Louis welcomes you to the 2012 Division I Wrestling Championship. Today we welcome 5 of the best student athletes in collegiate wrestling. Starting from my right, we have wrestling at 174 pounds, a senior from Stanford, Nick Amuchastegui. Next, wrestling at 141 pounds, a senior from Michigan, Kellen Russell. After him, wrestling at 157 pounds, a junior from Cornell, Kyle Dake. Next to him, wrestling at heavyweight, a senior from American, Ryan Flores. And then finally, wrestling at 133 pounds, a junior from Oklahoma State, Jordan Oliver. Nick is a 2-time All-American. Last year he was a runner-up. In 2010, he finished 4th. He's also a 2-time Pac-12 champion, including 2010 and last year. And this season he comes into the championships with a perfect 20-0 record. Kellen is a 2-time All-American as well. He's actually the returning national champion at 141 pounds. In 2009 he finished 7th. He's a 4-time Big Ten champion, and he carries a record of 28-1 heading into today's championships, or tomorrow's championships. Kyle, he's a 2-time NCAA champion. In 2010, he won at 141 pounds, and then last season he moved up to 149 where he claimed the championship. He's also a 2-time EIWA champion, including which are the 2010 season and the 2012, and he also carries a perfect record heading into championships at 30-0. Ryan is last year's runner-up. He's a 3-time EIWA champion, claiming titles in 2009, 2011, and last season. He also is perfect this season, carrying a 17-0 record. Finally, we have Jordan. He's also a 2-time All-American and a returning national champion. He finished 4th in 2010. He's a 3-time Big 12 champion, claiming titles in 2010, 2011, and this season. And he carries a record of 24-1 this season. At this time, we're going to go ahead and open up questions.
Kyle, are you still growing? This is your 3rd year, your 3rd weight class. I mean, you still expect that you might even get bigger and keep moving up as you get older?
I don't know. We'll see how it turns out at the end of the season. I haven't really been in the weight room as much as I have in the previous year, so I'm not getting that much bigger. I'm trying to keep my weight under control a bit better. But we'll see after this season.
Have you found anything different about this weight class than when you were in the lighter divisions at all?
Not really.
You still wrestle the same match?
Yeah. Go out, try to get the first takedown, and then get some riding time.
Up here in the front.
Kyle, follow. You're halfway toward being 4-timer. Do you try not to think about that? What are your thoughts about that?
I mean, if I don't win it this year, then I can't be a 4-timer, can I? So I gotta focus on this year and try to win a 3rd title before I can win 4.
Is that any different than when you first started the streak?
Yeah, I guess I was like the new kid on the block trying to get my first title, and now I'm kind of like a veteran, and coming in this season I know what to expect, and hopefully I can put it together again and get a national title.
Go ahead.
Nick, what were your thoughts about the seeding when you saw them come out? The fact that you are undefeated still, but yet you're number 3 seed.
Yeah, you know, there were 3 of us that are undefeated at that weight class. And to tell you the truth, it didn't bother me too much at all. And knowing that if I end up winning this year, it will be because I've beaten the toughest kids in that weight class and haven't sidestepped any of them because of the bracketing. So in that sense, and it being my last year, I'm just as happy about that as having it any other way.
Question in the middle.
For Kellen and Jordan, both of you guys dropped a match this year, both returning national champs. I mean, what did you guys learn from those setbacks, and I mean, how'd you move forward and then win the rest of your matches this year?
Yeah, I lost, one of our first tournaments in Vegas. I lost a match, and I really learned the most from it, just staying focused. I didn't wrestle a full 7 minutes. I wasn't focused before the match. Even the coaches told me after that, you didn't look focused. You didn't warm up right. So I think it kind of, gave me a little kick in the butt to to make sure I'm doing the right things in the practice room and staying focused before the match and making sure I'm wrestling all the way through those whistles and not, taking a minute break here and there. So, I've been doing a better job of that throughout the season of wrestling a full 7 minutes and keep scoring points instead of just trying to hold on.
Jordan?
For me, dropping the match this year, I kind of sat back and almost the same situation, losing focus, not putting pressure on my opponent, and I let the match materialize instead of going out on what I do and putting points on the board. So it definitely was a spark to the fire. It let me know that if I'm not wrestling my style and attacking, I'm just as good as anybody else in this weight class. So definitely staying focused and sticking to my style, putting pressure on people.
Yeah, I got a question over here to the right.
This question's for Nick. In terms of how you represent Stanford University, looking to become a 3-time All-American, what's it mean for you to represent Stanford wrestling and become something Stanford's never had, a 3-time All-American?
It's a great feeling to do anything that's a first in that athletic department. Our school is really proud of everything that we've been able to accomplish across sports, and wrestling is something that is coming up the ranks, I feel, to join the level of our other athletic programs. And so it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to be able to build something that's close to my heart, and it's something that I've seen so much of, being there for 5 years, and something I'm proud to be a part of, yeah. And certainly to hold a first-time record like that is a good feeling.
And for Ryan, in terms, kind of a similar question, even though it'll be a 2-time All-American finish for American, looking to become the school's second ever national champion. How much is that driving you? You've got a first-year coach, you had Mark Cody before, now you've got Teague Moore, situations changed, you're coming in undefeated. What's it mean to represent American University?
I mean, it means a lot to me. To have that sort of success from my school is really important. I think everyone knows that American's just getting stronger and stronger. So to be able to keep putting us on the map like that and keep getting stronger recruits because of it, I think it's really important, both for the school and for myself as a point of pride.
Right here in the front.
Ryan, last year you were second here, and you come in without having anyone ahead of you in the rankings and off a conference championship. What about your wrestling do you feel is even better this season coming in that might make the difference between being the champion and not?
I think last year I was really, focused on the goal, focused on the outcome. I think everyone here has been chasing the dream since we were kids, and so it meant so much to me to win a national title. And when I came up just short, it changed my perspective a lot. And I realized that this year I had to compete for myself and for my own happiness and my own sanity. And I've been more focused on the process and less so on the outcome, and I think that's really opened up my wrestling. I'm more confident, and I've been able to focus on the little things and just enjoy my time. So I think that's probably the biggest difference.
Can we get maybe a comment from the seniors, all three of you maybe pitch in, just talking about, being in St. Louis and this being your final NCAA championships and what it means to you in terms of, going home or completing your career as a champion. Let's go ahead and start with Nick.
I think I'd say something similar to what Ryan just said, that this is my second time back here. I was here as a freshman, and over the years have really grown to see that you can't be a national champion unless you win your first match and then you win your second match. And so a big part of it for me has been thinking about the first match that I have and thinking about wrestling well in every single one and trying to be as consistent as I can. And the results will take care of themselves.
Kellen, do you have anything to state on that?
Yeah, this is my third time in St. Louis, freshman, sophomore, and then now. So yeah, I think the biggest difference, looking back at my freshman year, just like Nick was saying, is taking it one match at a time. And, I remember coming here as a freshman and being nervous and just thinking about making it to the finals or, making it to the semis. And I definitely feel, more confident now in taking the tournament match by match you got to win one match and the next, and it doesn't really matter who you're wrestling. You got to just step out there and be ready to wrestle that match, and don't look ahead to your next match or semis or finals. So I'm just gonna try to take it one match at a time. And if I end up with another national title, that's great. It's great for Michigan and the program, and I'm just looking to end on a good note.
Ryan?
This is also my third time here, and in terms of looking for a championship, I think that would be great. That'd be icing on the cake. But I've been wrestling for 15, 16 years now, and there's 4 days left of my college career. So, in terms of putting pressure on myself to be looking for one thing, I think that's too much. I think, like everyone said, one match at a time. But more so than just winning those one matches, is just enjoying myself, and this is it. So. I don't know, it's my last hurrah. I just got to do everything I can and enjoy it.
Jordan, can you comment on, obviously you're here for an individual championship, but what Coach Smith has talked to you, or has he talked to the team regarding a team championship, or is he pretty much just letting you guys just do your thing?
Yeah, he's talked to us about a team championship, but that'll all take care of itself as long as we do our individual parts. Everybody going out and just being greedy. Want more than a decision if you're beating a guy, going for bonus points, and that's something he's preached all year, just wrestling for yourself, and the team part will take care of itself.
Thank you. Right up front.
Yeah, this is for Kellen. This year you've got some new assistant coaches in the room, Donnie Pritzlaff and Sean Bormed, as well as a stable of guys that are trying to make the Olympic team. As an athlete in the program, how's that helped you, or what's the environment been like for you to be involved with some new people out there?
Sean and Donnie are probably two of the best college coaches around, and for them to come in, it's just instantly we can feel a competition in the room step up. So the intensity of our practices and our training schedule definitely went up, and it's been a positive for our team. And having those guys in the room every day that are trying to make the Olympic team and world teams, they're in there pushing us just as hard as we're in there pushing them. So, not only do we have new coaches, but we have great new workout partners, and that's been great for me because I've had a ton of guys to work out with now instead of maybe one or two guys. I have 5 or 6 guys now that I can work out with that are the best in the world at some point.
Any more questions for the student athletes? None? Okay. Thanks, guys. Good luck this week.